After last week's race, it may seem like there might not be a whole lot going on here in Denver. After all, Cooper Webb, who was the only one truly close enough to Eli Tomac in points to provide a realistic title challenge, sustained a serious concussion when he went down in his heat race. A surging Justin Barcia broke his collarbone, and a host of other riders, including Jason Anderson, Benny Bloss, and Grant Harlan, also exited the series with injury. Their absence will certainly be felt today in Denver, but if anything, it highlights just how unpredictable this sport can be. Tomac may have a big lead over Chase Sexton, but that doesn't mean the championship is decided. On the other hand, Tomac does have an outside chance of clinching the title today in front of his hometown fans, just like he did last year. Sexton trails Tomac by 18 points, which means that, if Tomac wins, he'd need Sexton to finish 5th or worse to clinch the title. Sexton has only done that 3 times this season, so don't expect it to happen today, especially with a thin field.
Welcome to MxGP Update, the channel for all things motocross. From the latest news to exclusive content, we've got you covered. Whether you're a seasoned rider or a fan of the sport, we'll bring you the stories that matter most. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest content. And for our returning viewers, thank you for your continued support. And please support me by sending a little super thanks.
Free practice. Not much to talk about from the untimed sessions, in 250 class, which are actually timed, but the times mean nothing for qualifying. Max Voland was fast initially in the 250 class, with Enzo Lopez displacing him about halfway through, only to see Jet Lawrence take control in the last quarter off the session. Several of the riders seemed to be having issues with over-jumping the finish line jump, but it didn't result in any crashes. In 450 class, one of the rhythm lanes is interesting. Most riders are opting to go on-off on a table, then triple, double out. Some, however, experimented with tripling to the backside of the tabletop, then going triple, out. It seems faster. Both Chase Sexton and Ken Roczen set their fastest times when they did it, but most guys trying it are having a hard time getting through it cleanly. We'll see how that line develops throughout the day. Sexton ended up fastest in the 450 class, followed by Roczen and Eli Tomac. Combine qualifying session. The dirt has started to dry out and harden up a little bit for the final qualifying sessions of the day, with small puffs of dust starting to come up in parts of the track. Even so, the track is a little faster, as most times have lowered. Carson Mumford was fastest initially in the second 250 SX qualifier, then RJ Hampshire spent some time on top. Then Jet Lawrence absolutely threw down a lap that was incredibly clean. He hit the rhythms perfectly, including the tricky triple line through one of the long rhythms that is giving most guys a tough time. He didn't even look like he was pushing that hard, either. The result was a 43.893, which was over an entire second faster than Hampshire's. Hampshire would respond with a 44.730, but that's as close as he could get to Lawrence. In fact, Lawrence's time would end up being faster than all the 450 times too. Enzo Lopez, who was fastest in the first qualifier, was third fastest in this one with a 44.860. Eli Tomac came out firing in this one, rocketing down the start stretch to get clean air up front, and quickly set a fast time. Adam Cianciarulo shoved Tomac out of the top spot momentarily, but the champ rampaged back with a 44.603. Chase Sexton, meanwhile, looked great and had his rhythms absolutely dialed. Not surprisingly, he jumped to the top. A couple laps later he lowered his own time, posting a 43.968, which stood for the fastest time. There were some entertaining moments in the tail end of this session when some of the guys started airing out the wall jump. There's a landing for the wall jump, but another 20-ish feet down the track is a very small roller right before the finish line where the guys were landing when they'd sky the wall jump. There was a lot of hang time, so it's unlikely it was faster, but definitely looked cool.